Class, I've promised you last week that I would make you a summary for Werkwoorde and create a drive, Google Drive thingamajig, and I did that. So there is the link to the drive that you are supposed to copy apparently. And then in that folder, you will get the summary that I promised you guys about Werkwoorde. So you can find it in there. And then as time goes by, I'll probably, if I see something great or nice for you to study from, I'll put something in there for you. So it might not be every day or every week, but if I see something, because I do a lot of research, I'll put it in there for you guys. Okay, so there's only one summary in from Werkwoorde because I promised you. And then, as I say, the other thing that I want to talk to you guys about is somebody asked me for free textbooks. Now, I'm not going to post textbooks in there per se, but I do have a link for you guys. It's Snappyfly or Snappify. Let me quickly just have a look here. It's a very, very good link. Sorry, I might just have to quickly Google it here. It's Snappify. www.snappify, Snappli. Let me type it for you. We live in the new age. So there, if you go to this website, you will find textbooks as you can't imagine. It's CAPS textbooks, everything. Most of, even maybe the textbooks that you are using now for Afrikaans or any other subjects. Now in that website there, you will find textbooks. So go to that website, find some textbooks. There's lots of ebooks and stuff, and I think it's open up until the end of lockdown for you guys to use. So I don't think it's going to be forever as such, but up until the end of lockdown, which I don't think is going to be soon. Hopefully, we all might get saved from this virus. But yeah. So for the meantime, go to that website there that I've put in the chat box for you, and then you can actually have a look and see if maybe you can get some textbooks there. And then I'm also going to post this in here, so let's not waste any more time. There is the Google Drive link with the summary, and then also stuff that I can actually give to you guys as time goes by. All right, I'm going to go on. We stopped at wederkerende werkwoorde on Friday. Now, I truly do hope that we can get through some of the work today, maybe finish this PowerPoint, but we'll see. I see that we've got literally 42 minutes left. Okay, so let's quickly do this. So we spoke about Werkwoorde Friday, and we did the four main Werkwoorde, and then this is the last of the selfstandige werkwoorde, which is wederkerend. Now, I think I told you yesterday that I like, or not yesterday, I was sleeping in this time. On Friday, that wederkerende werkwoorde is the dancing verb, and I'm going to tell you now why. So, wederkerend is when the onderwerp, which is the subject, and the voorwerp, which is the object, in the sentence is the very same thing. For instance, hy vererg hom. Vererg would be my verb, but there's one person which it refers to, which is hy and hom. Now, those are two pronouns, and that refers to the same person. So they are dancing all around the verb. Do you see? Dancing verbs. This is a verb that is being danced around. But I say here, soms is die werkwoorde altyd wederkerig. For instance, sy was die motor. Nie haarself nie, daar is 'n direkte voorwerp. Dus 'n oorganklike werkwoord. Sy was die motor. The motor would then be the voorwerp, and was would be the verb. All right. So, can I quickly have an indication? Are you all with me? Because I started off with a bang there. iPhone, Junior, Molie, Safisu, let me quickly hear. Are you guys fine? Angelina? Great. I love it when you type yes, ma'am, because then I know we are on the right track. All right, let's run to the next slide. So that was wederkerend, which I said is the dancing verb, when the onderwerp, the subject, and the object is the very same thing. and when the words refer to the same person. All right, and then there is a resource for you, Dr. Christa van Staden. If you want to go and visit um, a site where you can get extra information, Dr. Christa van Staden, but also I've used her website as a resource for the summary as well. I absolutely love her work. She's a very, very good um, taalkundige, as we say in Afrikaans. Okay, so now we can go to hulpwerkwoorde. Now, hulpwerkwoorde is the second type of werkwoord. Remember, we've got selfstandige werkwoorde, which has 4 stuff underneath it. Now we've got hulpwerkwoorde, which is the second one. And you will see the picture there. It's helping hands, because a hulpwerkwoord helps the main verb to have meaning. And let's see. What do we know about the hulpwerkwoord? We know, for instance, that it cannot stand alone in a sentence. So if I've got a sentence, hy is aan die praat. Praat would be the main werkwoord, and is would help the main werkwoord. Dit help om die selfstandige werkwoord uit te druk. So it helps to give meaning to the main verb. There is 3 types of hulpwerkwoorde. We get tyd, wyse, and vorm. Not to be to be confused with bywoorde. This is hulpwerkwoorde, and some of them does the same work as a byword, but you must identify it. All right. The first one is a hulpwerkwoord of tyd. Now look at your watch. This tells me when the verb is taking place. And here I say it, gee betekenis aan die selfstandige werkwoord in die sin in terme van tyd. It gives meaning to the verb in terms of time. Byvoorbeeld, Auntie het 'n gedig in die Afrikaanse klas geskryf. Het gives the word geskryf, which is the main verb, meaning. If I take the word het out, it would read, Auntie 'n gedig in die Afrikaanse klas geskryf, which would sound totally wrong, nee. So, Auntie het 'n gedig in die Afrikaanse klas geskryf. Het is my hulpwerkwoord van tyd because it helps the main word, a verb which is geskryf in terms of time. The second one, hulpwerkwoord van wyse. And this is a word that help 'n hoofwerkwoord om te kyk of die aksie waarskynlik of moontlik is. Guys, the main verb is used to determine whether the action is possible. So the hulpwerkwoord of wyse, manner, helps to see if the main verb in the sentence is possible. All right. Byvoorbeeld, Auntie mag in die Afrikaanse klas 'n gedig skryf. Mag helps the word geskryf in terms of manner. Auntie mag, she might. Not might, she may write a poem in the Afrikaans class. Okay, then the last one, a hulpwerkwoord van vorm, which is not manner, yeah, okay, so it's a vorm. Help 'n hoofwerkwoord om te kyk of die aksie waarskynlik of moontlik is. So if it's possible again. Die gedig is deur Auntie geskryf. Is then my hulpwerkwoord of form, and it helps with geskryf. Okay, can I quickly get an indication? Do you all understand tyd, wyse, and vorm? So it's a hulpwerkwoord, and it helps the main verb in terms of time, manner, and form. Yes, great. Great. Good. All right, the next one would then be koppelwerkwoorde. Now guys, koppelwerkwoorde helps to link something. So it will link the verb or the object and subject with each other. So look here, koppelwerkwoorde. These are the ones that you're going to have to go and study by heart. So koppelwerkwoorde, this is the only ones, and you must go and study it by heart. I'm going to quickly read it to you. Is, was, word, blyk, lyk, heet, skyn, bly, klink, in voorkom. I cannot give you a easy way there. You must actually go and study them. Koppelwerkwoorde. You must see electric cord here because it koppels, it connects selfstandige werkwoorde. That's the main verb. And pronouns and adjectives. You see there. So it combines verbs and pronouns with adjectives. All right. It cannot stand alone. Those words there cannot stand alone in a sentence. It won't make sense. And then here, koppelwerkwoorde kan soms selfstandige werkwoorde wees. So koppelwerkwoorde can be verbs. Dis moet jy na die sin kyk om te bepaal of dit 'n koppel of 'n selfstandige werkwoord is. You must have a look at the sentence and see whether it is a koppel or a selfstandige werkwoord. I suggest that you go and look at my summary that I've given you guys in the drive. Read that summary. Go through that summary. It will make a lot more sense. All right. Koppelwerkwoorde in sinne. Sy lyk vandag moeg. Moeg is my verb, my main verb. Lyk helps, it connects sy and moeg with each other. So the word lyk connects sy and moeg with each other. She looks tired today. She and tired is connected by the word like. All right. Hy word nou groot. Hy and groot must be connected. And that is the link. Word. Hy word nou groot. He's getting big. All right. Sy is besonders intelligent. She is intelligent. Is the connecting or the koppelwerkwoord between sy and intelligent. Die maan skyn mooi helder vanaand. Die maan en vanaand word met mekaar geconnect met die woord skyn. The moon is shining brightly tonight. All right. Do you all understand koppelwerkwoorde? Remember, it's an electrical chord word. It connects the subject and the verb with each other, or the object and the verb with each other. Are you guys with me? Again, I'm saying if you're still struggling a little bit, go and look at that summary that I've given to you guys. Okay, let me get an indication. Are you all on the right track here? Can I go on? All right, it's so good to hear this. Okay, let's go on. Infinitive. That's the third main type of werkwoord. And these are the words that forms. Oh no, that's the last one of the four. Wow, we're actually going quite quickly. The infinitive, I think it's the infinitive in English. I can't remember what I wrote in the summary there. But it is usually the word that comes after the word te and omte in a sentence, sometimes even in front of it. But in a sentence, that verb cannot stand alone. So it's the form of the verb after, that's a typo, form of the verb after te and omte, but the verb can stand alone. And it's better for you to see it for yourself. So if we have a sentence, na die woord, na die verb, as die woord te daar staan. Sy is stil. Is my verb, behind it is the word te. Na om te, dance is my verb. Om te, that would actually be voor. Om te dans is lekker. Die infinitief, alleen. Leer is 'n belangrike deel van skool. Om te studeer. So, you'll see there, leer is my infinitive then, or alleen, sorry. Okay, so there is infinitive. So it's usually behind the words te and om te in a sentence. And now I would like to practice, because practice makes perfect. If I practice the words, then it's much easier for me to see the theory. Okay, I want you guys to help me here. In this sentence, there is 'n oorganklike werkwoord. Sy was die skottelgoed. What is the verb in that sentence? Let's see. Guys, I know it's early on a Monday. I'm also sitting here tired, but let's try. Sy was die skottelgoed. What is the verb in that sentence? Let me see. iPhone, you are always talking so lekker. What is the verb? Molie says was, baie mooi, Molie, that is correct. The next one. Dit sneeu in Sutherland. It is snowing in Sutherland. Onpersoonlik. So it's something with no emotion, a verb with no emotion. Dit sneeu in Sutherland. Anyone? Sneeu, baie mooi iPhone en Junior and Angelina, baie goed. Next one, sy eet te veel, onoorganklik. Onoorganklik. Sy eet te veel. Thank you, it is eet. Thank you so much, guys. Well done, well done. Ek sou geswem het. 'n hulpwerkwoord van tyd. So the main verb is geswem, but there's a word that helps geswem, and it's a hulpwerkwoord of tyd. Yes, thank you, Judith, it is so. Ek mag nie in die reën swem nie. I'm not allowed to swim in the rain. 'n hulpwerkwoord van wyse. So if you see there, swem is my main verb. What is the helpwerkwoord from wyse? It helps the main verb. Guys, iPhone, it is unfortunately not rain, but you actually said mag, which is correct. Thank you, Molihe Junior and iPhone, for writing mag. Yes, 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 you are correctly. Die kar word gesleep. Gesleep would be my main verb. What word helps it? And it's a hulpwerkwoord van vorm. Word. Thank you, Mr. iPhone. Correct. Okay. And then here you go. There is a bunch of resources for you guys to go and study. Werkwoorde and Bywoorde. So you guys are actually quite all right. You've got a summary that I've made for you in the Drive link, and you've got these resources. So if you go and study and watch this YouTube videos and everything, you'll be really, you will understand Werkwoorde and Bywoorde. If you concentrate, of course. Okay, so there it is. Take a photo, and then you'll be on the right track. All right, I am going on. Now, we are going to start something now which I really like. I love Bywoorde. Bywoorde is called adverbs in English. And guys, it is it's a hard-working part of speech or woordsoorte, just like a little bee there, because it always helps the verb. Not to be confused with hulpwerkwoorde, but you'll soon see the difference in that. Okay, so let's have a little recap here. What do we know about Bywoorde? Sorry, we know that it describes the werkwoord. Bywoorde describes the werkwoord. And it's an adverb and it describes a verb. Okay. Bywoorde gee meer inligting oor tyd, plek en wyse van die gesegde. So it gives us more information about time, place and matter of the gesegde, and the gesegde is another word for a verb. And then if you read a sentence and you want to know, oh my goodness, what is a byword? What is an adjective? Not an adjective, an adverb in this sentence. You must ask yourself, what is telling me about the verb in terms of time, wyse of plek? But we'll get there. Furthermore, we also know that bywoorde het soos byvoeglike naamwoorde trappe van vergelyking in English. Adverbs also has degrees of comparison, just like adverbs. Not adverbs, adjectives. Adverbs also have degrees of comparisons, just of such as adjectives. Do you see there? And then look here. Laat, later, laatste. Laat is a bywoord of time. Ver, verder, verste. And then that is my bywoorde. There, that's examples. Now I went and I researched something short and sweet that we can study from, and there is a little bron there which you can get this thing. So it is parenthub.co.za, and they give a PDF on bywoorde, and these are so easy to remember now. For you guys are only grade 7, so these are the important stuff for you to remember now. Grade 7 to 9s, really. Okay, so there's 3 types of bywoorde in English: adverbs, and it's called bywoorde van tyd, which is adverbs of time, and it will tell me wanneer, when the verb is taking place. And it would be words such as gister, vandag, môre, oormôre, verlede week, volgende week, dadelik, nou, altyd, eindelik, toe, dan, vanaand, vanoggend, partykeer, nou, vanmiddag en net nou. And I know that you're rolling your eyes now, thinking, why is she reading everything for us? Because I want to, because I'm a teacher that likes to know my kids understand. And then bywoorde van plek, which will tell us when the verb is taking place. It's an adverb of place. Oh, not when, where. Oh, my soul, I must go back to sleep. And it would be like stuff, words like hier en daar, en ergens en nergens, ver, naby, binne, buite, voor, agter, onder, bo, langs, tussen, hierheen, daarheen en iewers. Alright, so bywoorde van plek, adverbs of place will tell me where the verb is taking place. Next one, and last one for you now. Bywoorde van wyse, it's an adverb of manner, and it will tell me how something is happening, who. So, and you must check here, I'm going to tell you now. So gou miskien ordentlik, né? It's how the verb is taking place. But now, this should not be confused with byvoeglike naamwoorde. So when you've got a sentence, you must read that sentence carefully, because you must identify, is it describing the noun or is this word describing the verb? If this descriptive word is describing the noun, then we know it is a byvoeglike naamwoord. But if it is describing the verb, then we know it is een bywoord van wyse. And an example here, mooi of lelik, vinnig of stadig, hard en sag. And if you can access it, go to that resource, and you will find some other examples as well, and a nice activity for you to do. Alright, so that is bywoorde. For now, you should know bywoorde van tyd, adverbs of time, plek, and wyse. So it tells me about time, place, and manner. Wanneer, waar, en hoe die verb plaasvind. Can I get an indication? Do you guys understand up until now? Let's hear or see. Are you guys okay? Do you understand? Great, Molly, he says yes. Yes. Good. I'm proud of you guys. All right. iPhone, what is it that you don't understand? Please identify for me. You must tell me what. I'm quickly going to run through it just for the sake of iPhone and a few others that might not want to say. Bywoorde is called adverbs, and it helps the verb have meaning. So I've got 3 types. It's bywoorde van tyd. It will tell me when the verb is taking place. Bywoorde van plek, which will tell me waar or where the verb is taking place. And bywoorde van wyse, which will tell me who the verb is taking place. Nee, how. So, wanneer, these are words that you have to go and study, because this will tell me when the verb is taking place. For instance, if I give you the sentence, ek het gister gaan stap. Ek het gister gaan stap. Gister will tell me more about the verb stap. And it will tell me when I went for a walk. Waar, ek het gister gaan stap in die park. In die park would be a bywoord van plek. And then who? Dit is miskien so, something is maybe so, maybe would tell me more about the verb is. Okay, bywoord van tyd, plek, wyse, adverbs of time, place, and manner will tell me more about the verb in terms of time, place, and wyse. iPhone, is this a bit clear to you now? Great. I'm glad to hear that. But always, as I say, practice makes perfect. So we'll practice some of it just now. Now, if some of you are privileged to have this book, it is a privilege. And if you can't, if you don't have it and you maybe can go and buy it, you'll get it at a variety of bookstores in the country. It's page number 15, Afrikaans Handbook and Study Guide. Now, go to that book if you have it. If not, here is a screenshot for you. And these are stuff that you are going to have to go and study yet again. Remember, guys, language is a study subject, so you have to go and study it in order to understand it. Now, these words, I'm not going to go through everything because it's going to take too long. But these words here describe a little phrase in Afrikaans. So, for instance, instead of writing in the oggend in the sentence, I can just write soggens. In English, it means in the morning. Instead of writing any dag, a short word for that entire phrase would be bedags, which means in the day. Elke maand means maandelijk. It means monthly in English. Let's see this one. Die vorige dag, which is gister, which was yesterday. Die dag na môre, which is oormôre. It's the day after tomorrow. This is an important one. Na daardie plek. To there would be daarna toe or daarheen in English. Op elke plek, orals is everywhere. This is also important. Op geen plek nie. If it's nowhere, then it's called nêrens in Afrikaans. If it's on a specific place, it can be iewers of ergens, which means it's somewhere. If I say no, you must go and do this nou. Jy moet dit nou dadelik doen. Then it's dadelik of onmiddellik and it means immediately. All right. The next one, op die regte tyd. If something is happening on time, it is called betyds. If something is happening sometimes, it's called somtyds. And then, guys, if I want to say something in briefly, then it's gonna the phrase would say in min woorde, but it means kortliks. Nie baie keer nie. If something happens seldom, it's selde or min. If I'm in the mood for something very much, for instance, I would like to have a piece of cake, then it would be graag, nee. Voor son op, if something happens before sunrise, it's dou voor dag. And then let's go here, net voor het donker word, when it's dusk in the evening, we say it's skemering or skemer. And then quickly look at the block underneath here. You can also go to page 47 to get more of this. But these are adverbs of manner, and it's also tested or sometimes tested as opposites. And you'll see there, haastig means hastily, slordig, untidy, vinnig, quickly, noukeurig, carefully, netjies, neatly, and stadig, slowly. In other words, guys, again, study, study, study. All right, let's exercise. These are always my favorite parts of the PowerPoints because this is where I see if you guys are all right. Okay, let's identify the bywoord in the following sentences. Die seun speel vanaand in die konsert. Quick tip, first identify the verb. Now the verb in this sentence is speel. And the bywoord will always be in front or at the back of the verb. So, speel means to play. Does the word seuns or vanaand tell me something about the word speel? More about this word speel. When is it saying that we are going to play? Because I see a bywoord van tyd, a adverb of time here. What do you guys say? Look for the bywoord of time, the adverb of time in that sentence. Anyone? Angelina says vanaand. Well done, Angelina. You are on the right track. The next one. Die jakkals hardloop vinnig weg vir die hyena. Hardloop vinnig weg. First see the word hardloop, which is the verb. How is he hardlooping or how is he running? He's running vinnig. So, what is it going to be? Vinnig would be my bywoord of wyse. Next one. Die man sal anderkant die motor wees. Sal would be my verb. So identify for me the byword. The byword of place tells me where it is taking place. Yes, Junior said anderkant, and that is a byword of place. Baie mooi, Angelina and Junior. Great. And now, this is now the test. You must give me the byword and tell me what type of byword it is. So, mense neem daagliks foto's. Mense neem daagliks foto's. What is the byword and what type of byword is it? Time, place, or manner? I'm going to do the first one with you. Die mense neem daagliks foto's. Daagliks is a byword of tyd because it tells me how often do they take photos. All right. The next one you're going to do. Die son skyn warm. Die son skyn warm. What is the byword and what is the type of byword? Oh, guys, wakey, wakey. Come on. Bywoord van, I can't say. Okay. Yes, it is indeed so, I found. It's the word skyn and it's a byword van, oh no, sorry, it's the word warm and it's a byword van wyse. Sorry. Okay, next one. Ons het lank hier gewoon. Ons het lank hier gewoon. We've been living here for a long time. Wat is die byword and what type of byword? All right, the answer is hier and it's a byword of plek. Ons het lank hier gewoon. Okay, next one. Foto's word dikwels geneem. Photos are being taken often. Guys, the word would be dikwels and it is a byword van tyd. Remember I said to you, go and look at the verb. If you see the verb, remember the byword would be either in front of it or at the back of it. The next one. Die rugby oefening het gister plaasgevind. Die rugby oefening het gister plaasgevind. Het is my werkwoord. So it will be gister or rugby oefening. And I can see it. And I'm sure you can too. You are clever. Yes, gister, and it's a byword of tyd. Well done, iPhone. Next one. In die dorp is dit stil. In die dorp is dit stil. Is my werkwoord. This is a difficult one. Because my werkwoord, my verb is. And it can either be dit of in die dorp. So the tip I'm giving you here, it's not one word, it is a phrase that describes the verb. In die dorp is dit stil. It's a little phrase. Try, guys. What about you, Khomapeli? Okay, in die dorp is it still means in the town it is very quiet. In the town it is quiet. That's a direct translation. Okay, so let me give you the answer because as I said, this was quite difficult. So sometimes a byword can also be a little phrase, especially when we talk about plek. So in die dorp is a byword van plek. In die dorp is dit stil. In the town it is quiet. So is my werkwoord. And dit doesn't tell me anything about it, but in die dorp tells me something about is. And therefore that is in Afrikaans, bywoordelike frase. Okay, it's a phrase. Last one. Die seun lag hard. Lag is my verb. What tells me how he laughs? More about how he laughs. Hard, yes. And that is a byword of what? It's a byword of manner. Thank you so very much. You guys are clever. All right. Before we go to the next slideshow, because I'm still going to start with something else today, that is my email address. I already had a few kids that asked me, ma'am, can I please have the PowerPoint on this or on that? And I will gladly share it with you. So drop me an email with your grade and your name, and then I can send you the PowerPoint. But you must also just tell me, do you want the first one or the second one? This one is now the second one, the Werkwoorde one. Just identify it, okay? So PowerPoint, email your grade and your name to me. There is it, melissapinar.atg@gmail.com. Okay. Can I go to the next slideshow? And it's a very nice one. I like this one that we're going to do now. Yeah, okay, good. All right, let me go there quickly. Just give me a moment. Okay, so Woordsoorte 3 is actually, I've got a nice metaphor for you guys there. So today we're going to study voegwoorde and lidwoorde. In English, conjunctions and articles. Now this is actually quite a quick PowerPoint because children usually understand it quite quickly. So you will see there I put a picture in there of Bostik glue, clear Bostik glue. Now I call voegwoorde in English conjunctions Bostik words because Bostik words glue sentences together. It is easy to remember conjunctions as Bostik glue words because it glues sentences together. And I'm sure that you guys will be able to remember that. What do we know? What do we know about Bostik words? We know that it joins sentences together. Voegwoorde word gebruik. Voegwoorde word gebruik om sinne met mekaar te verbind. That is what we're saying here. Woordorde in die sinne kan verander. So the word order in sentences can change when I use different voegwoorde, but we'll get there. And there is 3 groups of voegwoorde. The first group is group 1, and in this group, if I change a sentence and I put a Bostik word in there, the word order of the sentence will stay the same. So in Afrikaans, woordorde in sinne bly dieselfde en die voegwoorde word in die middel van die sinne geplaas. So if I have a voegwoord from group 1, then I know it's going to be in the middle of the sentence and the word order won't change. And these are the voegwoorde from group 1. Maar, en, of, want, doch, of, sowel as, nog, and nog. Now I have a little rhyme here. The easy way to remember it is meow dog, cat meows and a dog. So maar would be the M, N would be the E, O would be the O, of would be the O, want would be the W, doch, you see there, doch, dog, and of course of, which means either or nog, which means neither nor. And then of course sowel as, which means as well as, and teendeel, on the contrary, trouwens, moreover, and then always there's commas in front of the words want, maar, and doch. Take a photo. Example. Jan slaap vanoggend laat. That is my first sentence. Hy was gisteraand laat uit, which is my second sentence, and my basic word is want. Jan slaap vanoggend laat, comma, basic word, want hy was gisteraand laat. Do you see that the word, the basic word, pasted the two sentences together? Let me hear. Do you all understand voegwoorde group 1? Basic word, and there is a nice easy way for you to remember it.
Yes, ma'am.
So if I ask you, what is a basic word? You must tell me, voegwoorde or conjunctions. Okay, let's go to the second one. Group 2. Group 2, voegwoorde. This is called the middle group. And if I've got a sentence with group 2, then I know the verb in the second sentence is going to go to the middle. For example, now guys, listen to me. These are the voegwoorde from group 2. Dus, daarom, derhalve, anders, daarna, dan, intussen, nietemin, gevolglik, al, nou, nogtans, toe, en toch. Guys, this is the little rhyme that I thought about here that I got from a very nice website. 3 D's means dus, daarom, derhalve. Adding A for anders, D for daarna, dan the other D for dan, then I for intussen, en nietemin, gevolglik the G, A al, en nou, nogtans the N, toch the T, and to the T. And guys, yes, darling, my connection is okay, Sofisu. Yeah, most of the kids can still see me, and I think the host would have also told me if something is wrong. Sorry, my dear. Okay, so there is a little link that you can visit in order to see some more information about voegwoorde group 2. But write down these little rhymes that I've given you, the meow dog from group 1 and then this one, because this will help you to remember the different groups. All right, I'm going to stop here for now because I see our time is almost up. I'm going to go on. You know what? Tomorrow's lesson, I'll start at group 1 again, just to run through everything and make sure that you guys are on track. So remember, as I always say, sanitize, masks on, enjoy the rest of your day and your class. And I'm thinking of you, and keep safe. I want to see you all back tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys.